वेलकम फ्रेंड्स. आता आपण बघूया इंचकेप द रॉक या कवितेचे फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच. ह्या कवितेमध्ये फिगर ऑफ स्पीच खूपच जास्त आहे. कविता ही फार लेंदी आहे. जवळजवळ 68 लाईनची ही कविता असल्यामुळे फिगर ऑफ स्पीच जास्त झाले होते. त्यामुळे मी हा नवीन व्हिडिओ तुमच्यासाठी टाकत आहे. तर सुरू करूया. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. Figure of speech आहे repetition. No stir is repeated twice. Then alliteration. Here the sound yes is repeated. Second line. The ship was as still as she could be. Alliteration. The sound yes is repeated. Ship and she. And personification. The ship is said as a she, which is used to denote the female. म्हणून इथे पर्सोनिफिकेशन हा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज केलेला आहे. नेक्स्ट. हर सेल्स फ्रॉम हेवन रिसीव्ड नो मोशन, हर किल वॉज स्टेडी इन द ओशन. इथं आहे रिपिटेशन. द वर्ड हर इज रिपीटेड ट्वाइस. आणि पर्सोनिफिकेशन सुद्धा येथे आहे. द शिप सेड ॲज अ हर compared to human being. Next, without either sign or sound of their shock, the waves flowed over the Inchcape rock. इथे alliteration आहे. The sound yes is repeated. Then archaism. Archaism म्हणजे जुने इंग्लिश वर्ड जे कवितेमध्ये वापरले आहे. तिथे archaism हा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच आहे. The word flowed means flowed. It is an old English word. So little they rose, so little they fell. Here figure of speech is antithesis. Opposite words are used here for emphasis. Rose versus fell. Then repetition figure of speech. The word so little they repeated twice. Next, the abbot of Aberbrothock had placed that bell on the Inchcape rock. Here alliteration figure of speech. The letter A is repeated. Abbot Aberbrothock. Then, on a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung. इथे figure of speech आहे inversion. First, the sentence is not in correct prose order. Correct order is, in the storm it floated and swung on a buoy. Then next figure of speech is personification. Here warning bell is inanimate म्हणजे निर्जीव वस्तू आहे and is compared to floating and swung which is human characteristic or ability. आणि तिसरा figure of speech आहे alliteration. The letter yes is repeated. Storm and swung. Next figure of speech आपण बघूया. And over the wave its warning rung. Here alliteration. The word W, wave and warning is repeated. Then inversion. Here the sentence is not in correct order. The correct order is its warning rung over the waves. Next, when the rock was hid by the surge swell. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound yes, surge and swell is repeated. And then they knew the perilous rock and blessed the abbot of Aberbrothock. Here alliteration is the letter A is repeated. Abbot of Aberbrothock आणि वरती पण हे आलेलं आहे and it is repeated many times in a poem. The sun in the heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound yes, sun and shining is repeated. Then the seabirds screamed, they wheeled round, and there was joyance in their sound. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound yes is repeated in sea and in screamed. Then next figure of speech for the same sentence is archaism. Here the word screamed and wheeled are old English word. Next sentence. The buoy of the Inchcape bell was seen, a darker speck on the ocean green. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound B is repeated, boy and bell. Then it is also a metaphor. The boy and the darker speck are compared with each other. That is why it is a metaphor. Sir Ralph the rover walked his deck and he fixed his eye on the darker speck. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound R, Ralph and rover is repeated here. Then archaism. Here also old English word walk and fix are used. He felt the cheering power of spring. Figure of speech is a personification. The spring cannot cheer, but human can cheer. That is why it is a personification. Human characteristic is given to the season spring. Then it made him whistle, it made him sing. Here figure of speech is repetition. It made is repeated twice. Then onomatopoeia. Whistle and sing are like a sound. That is why it is an onomatopoeia. Next, his heart was mirthful to excess, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. Here figure of speech is repetition. The word mirth are repeated here. Then antithesis. Mirth and wickedness are opposite words which are used in this sentence. That is why it is an antithesis. Quoth he, my men put out the boat. Here first figure of speech is archaism. The quoth means said. It is an old English word. Then inversion. The sentence are not in correct order. Only quoth he. It should be he quoth. It is the right one. And it is also repeated in the poem many times. Then next figure of speech is alliteration. Here the sound M is repeated in my and in men. The boat is lowered, the boatmen row. Here figure of speech is archaism. The word lowered is an old English word. And to the Inchcape Rock they go. Here figure of speech is inversion. Sentence is not correct grammatical order. Correct order is and they go to the Inchcape Rock. Very simple sentence. Next, and he cut the bell from the Inchcape float. Here figure of speech is alliteration. F is repeated twice. From and float. Next, down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. Here three figure of speech. First is inversion. The word are not in correct order. Correct order is the bell sunk down with a gurgling sound. Very simple sentence. Then alliteration. The sound S sunk and sound it is repeated here and onomatopoeia. The word gurgling it is like a sound. That is why onomatopoeia is a figure of speech. The bubbles rose and burst around. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound B is repeated here. Bubbles and burst. Next sentence. Sir Ralph bent over from the boat. Here also figure of speech is alliteration. The sound B is repeated in bent and boat. Next. Quoth Sir Ralph the next who comes to the rock. Here figure of speech is archaism. The word quoth is an old English word. In current English it is as a said. Next sentence. Sir Ralph the rover sailed away. He scoured the sea for many a day. Here also figure of speech is archaism. Sailed and scoured as a old English word and alliteration. The sound S. Sailed and scoured is repeated here. Next, and now grown rich with a plundered store. Here figure of speech is archaism. The word plundered means plundered. R-E-D. It is an old English word. Next, he steers his course for a Scotland shore. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound S is repeated here. So thick a haze spreads the sky. Here figure of speech is alliteration. Here the sound S is repeated. Spread and sky and archaism has overspreads. It is an old English word. The wind hath blown a gale all day. At evening it hath died away. Here figure of speech is archaism. The word hath means third person singular present of have. And next figure of speech is personification. Died away is a term used for living things. Here it is used for a haze. म्हणजे दुःख हे मरत आहे असं कवी शब्द वापरतो म्हणून हा पर्सोनिफिकेशन येईल. दुःख कधी मरत नसतं तर ते कमी होत असतं. Next, on the deck, the rower takes his stand. It is the inversion figure of speech. The words are not in proper order. The proper order is the rower takes his stand on the deck. Next, so dark it is they see no land. Figure of speech is again an inversion. The words are not in proper order. Correct order is it is so dark they see no land. Next, quoth Sir Ralph, it will be lighter soon. It is a figure of speech as an archaism. Old English word quoth is used, which means said. Next, for there is the dawn of the rising moon. The figure of speech is a paradox. Two opposite ideas are presented in a sentence. Dawn, generally used for the sun, and rising moon. These two words are illogical or absurd because dawn is used for rising sun, but poet is used here as a rising moon. That is why it is a paradox. Canst hear, said one, the breakers roar. Here four figure of speech. Archaism. The word canst is an archaic second person singular present of can. Old English. Then interrogation. The question is asked here. Onomatopoeia. The word rower denotes sound of the tides. And inversion. Sentence not in correct order. One said canst hear. It should be the correct order. Next. For methinks we should be near the shore. Here methinks is an old English word, so it means I think, so that is why it is archaism figure of speech. Next, now where we are I cannot tell. Here figure of speech is alliteration. The sound W is repeated in word where and we. Next is the inversion. The sentence is not in a correct order. The correct order is now I cannot tell where we are. Next, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. Here, repetition. The word I is repeated twice. Next, they hear no sound. The swell is strong. Here, figure of speech is alliteration. The sound yes is repeated. Next sentence, though the wind hath fallen, they drift along. Here, figure of speech is archaism. The word hath means a third person singular present of have. Next, till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. Figure of speech is alliteration. The sound S is repeated here in strikes, shivering, and in shock word. Next, O Christ, it is the Inchcape rock. Here figure of speech is apostrophe. It is addressed to the non-existent person in the story, that is God. Next, Sir Ralph the rower tore his hair. Here figure of speech is a repetition. Sir Ralph the rower. It is repeated three times in the poem. And alliteration. The sound H is repeated here. His and hair. He cursed himself in his despair. Here figure of speech is archaism. The word cursed is an old English word. Correct word is cursed. Then next is alliteration. The sound H is repeated in himself and in his. And next figure of speech very important. Irony. Here the rower feels guilty about his wrongdoing. Here, the rower feels guilty about his wrongdoing of cutting the Inchcape bell. That is why it is a figure of speech irony. Next, the ship is sinking beneath the tide. Here, figure of speech is alliteration. The sound yes, ship sinking is repeated here. Then the devil below was ringing his knell. Here figure of speech is metaphor. Knell meanings funeral bell म्हणजे मृत्यूसूचक घंटा, which is indirectly compared with the Inchcape bell, which is a life saving bell for the mariner or sailors. That is why it is a metaphor figure of speech, very important one. विद्यार्थ्यांनो, अशा रीतीने आपण द इंचकेप रॉक ह्या कवितेचे फिगर ऑफ स्पीच बघितले.